Hate to say it to ya, hate to break it to ya, but we ain't gon' make it cause this just ain't no true love. Yeah, we started out as friends, parked out in my Benz, and on my windows 10, so we start to get it in. Fast forward, now we arguing again and again and again over every little thing. I'm like, when will it end? Something told me get to...
Welcome to our newest episode of the LEZ Factor. We thank you for joining us. And again, we appreciate all of you guys' support on Instagram and on YouTube. Subscribe if you have not already. To my right, I have Jessica. She's the author of the book. It's called Rose Colored Glasses. You can buy that on Amazon.com. She also has a podcast. It is on Ascend Radio. You can catch that on the internet. So right of her, we have Stoney. She is co-owner of Stuzo Clothing. So check out their clothing at stuzoclothing.com. To her right, we have my business partner, entrepreneur, Stacy. Everybody loves Stacy, fan favorite. Then over to my left, we have Savannah. She's a model actress extraordinaire. If you need to book an actress, hit her up. Call her. All right, we have Aisha, owner of 9 Chapter Barbershop. If you need a girl with clipper skills, she's got them. You can check her out at 359 North Fairfax. Next to her, we have Brandy Kane, LA legend. She is an MC. You're booking and you need great music, she's the one to come to. If you like our theme song, she's the one that wrote it. Next to her, we have Azure. Azure is a celebrity massage therapist. She is new to LA, and we welcome her to our cast. All right, so first question. This episode is dedicated to like friends, family, and work, so your professional life. So one of our followers on Instagram asked, she said, I'm new, I'm out of college, and I'm looking to get a job in the corporate world. Like, I'm a stud, how should I dress? Do I need to be gay, or should I hide who I am and wear like, a business suit to get an interview? Jessica, what would you do in order to get an interview if you're new into the corporate world?
I mean, I think that there's a way to dress that's honoring of who you are, whether you're a stud or feminine. There's a way to wear a business suit that reflects who you are, and I think we all should, we all know how to do that, and you should present yourself in a way that's going to get you the job.
Stoney?
I guess I'm going to speak for experience because I've had that problem, issue, I guess, time and time again. And usually people tell me, wear a dress, wear this, don't wear your hair like this, and I mean, I'm an artist, so that has something to do with how I do go. But what I would say is, don't conform, but know that you're going for a corporate job, and wear something that's kind of in the middle, where it's like, they might be like, okay, she might be gay, I don't know, but at least like maybe like a suit, like you said, wear a suit, don't look extra studdish, but whatever that is, don't look extra hard, but just like, keep it professional. And then when you get the job, that's when you just lay the whole stud on it, because they're like, that's it.
So you go partial stud and then full stud.
Yes, then you can be yourself. But
does she have the job, or
she's going for interview?
She's going for
an interview. I mean, you have guidelines, like you have to adhere to whatever. Everybody has to adhere
right, no
to your guidelines, right? Whatever you can show.
Yeah. So.
Stacy?
I'm kind of in that position, so I would say that corporate is not really that accepting, so you kind of have to do what you have to do at the beginning and then just let loose after. So for my interview, I wore pants and, a shirt, but some flats, so it's not too far removed from who I am. But then, after I got the job, I
and you wear a suit and tie.
Yeah. I wear ties once in a while, but I do wear like skinny slims and, fitted, so I don't look feminine, but I definitely don't look girly. And it's still in line with who I am, so.
And she's not lying. If you check her Instagram, a picture a day. Every day she has a button down. Selfie every day with that one, Peachy Keen on Instagram. Savannah?
I don't even want to tell people what to do on this, because for me, I feel like be comfortable and whatever as long as you're exuding confidence, you'll do your job well. But I know in the corporate world there is something called the game, and sometimes you have to play the game and you have to look the part. So I don't even want to give an opinion on this. Whatever you feel makes you comfortable, do it.
Aisha?
Yeah, I agree with everyone. That's the consequence of working a corporate job. Yeah. You got to kind of conform. It's very state specific though as well. So it depends on what state you're in. If you're in Indiana for one, you might not want to go in looking your best clean cut GQ butch. But if you're in California, maybe. It depends on what state the viewer is from. She's in a liberal state, then I say she dresses as clean and as butch as she wants. You know, it's make sure it's clean as if you were a male, you know, if depending on, you know, what we're really talking about as far as like how she portrays herself in society. But if it's like down south somewhere and you already know they're going to be tripping, you just need to get in there, then shit, man, you got to do what you got to do.
Brandon?
I'll speak from personal experience in that area. I've worked at, you know, banks and insurance places and environments where you have to kind of be dressed up. And me personally, being somebody who's comfortable flipping it, you know, I'm versatile in my dress. I have heels in my closet and that I bust out every now and then. So for me personally, just to avoid I mean, and if y'all know anybody that knows me, they've seen me, you know, flip it. So that's just my level of comfort in general. So it's not a big deal if I gotta look a little extra feminine for an interview to avoid some discrimination bullshit that I can anticipate almost, you know. So personally, I've done it, but that's because that's within my comfort zone, you know. So, but I think if you just totally uncomfortable looking any kind of feminine way, you know, stand your ground, and you know, if it doesn't work for you eventually, then you know maybe you need to go in an entrepreneurial direction where you don't have to conform to any type of standards, social standards, you know.
Azure?
I have to agree. I think I've done work in the corporate world, but I technically in my field wasn't so corporate, and I think that you can be something that you're not in order to get a job and then be who you are and have problems, or you can, a lot of people have different standards of what they're okay with, but I think work in the field that you want. If you have tattoos on your neck, you need to get a job where you can have tattoos on your neck, or you can't get a job, you know, you can't pretend that you're something that you're not. But also, if you want to get a job in something that's important to you and you need to sharpen it up, your own style, then try and find your own style that's more sharpened up. Don't go dressed to like Target the same way you would go dressed to a job that you really want, you know.
Okay. Yeah, for me, I find, you know, being gay is like one aspect of my life. Like, I don't need to be like, oh, I'm a butch, so I'm not wearing this or that to get a job. Because at the end of the day, a broke butch ain't shit. Like, you need to have your coins, your money, your accounts, because you need to be able to do things. Like, if you can't go nowhere, and like, if I can't kick with you, like, I like to eat out. If you can't afford to like eat out or tip, or you're gonna pay with quarters, we can't kick it. You know what I mean? So like, I need to be able to.
Please don't be paying with quarters, though.
I had a friend do that. That's the only reason I used that. She had a roll of quarters at Olive Garden. I said, I will pay for you.
It's all money. That was her laundry.
That's true, but
That's true, but she should have stayed at home. So you know,
at the laundromat.
Right, that's money.
So my thing is, dress how you need to dress to get the job. I mean, if you're that uncomfortable, then like Brandy said, then you need to go a different route. Like, maybe you're not meant for the corporate world. Everybody's not meant to work a 9 to 5. I work one because it pays well. And I'm not, you know, like, I try to do other things on it. Like, I have other side hustles I do as well. When those takes off, then I don't have to do my 9 to 5. But in the meantime, I need to get paid. So you need to do what you need to do in order to further your career, you know? Being gay is not the be-all to end-all.
Sorry. Does that mean you're gonna? How did you go when you went? Like, would you wear a dress?
I mean, when I was younger, I would wear a suit. Like, there are pantsuits. You don't have to be wearing like, you know, a pencil skirt or nothing like that. But do I own a pair of heels in case I needed to? I do, but I don't give a fuck. I'm not out here to be defined by anybody. Yeah. If you think, oh, you're not a stud or you're not a this, you're not a lesbian if you dress a certain way, get your mind right. Like, I don't live by that rule. Fuck you.
So, question. So you said fresh out of college, so probably like early 20s or so. Mm-hmm. I think that, you know, as we mature, our style changes. Right. So she needs to just understand that baggy is not in anymore. Right. So if you're slim fit, skinny, you know, people don't really care because it's not like you.
Have you
look
seen
like a
her?
man.
Why did you say baggy's not in?
Because most younger studs are still baggy. Okay. There's still a whole lot of people who dress that way.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean,
for me, I'm
old enough to know that if I wear like slacks and a button down, I can get away with that in an interview. You know what I mean? I don't have to portray that anymore. Right. Like, I literally will wear button down slacks. I'm good to go. You know, but if you're trying to get in there and you don't think you're comfortable with that, then you have to go with what you think is gonna get you the job. You need to get paid, get the check, get the money, and then after you get the job. Fuck that, then you wear what you want to wear. That's what I'm saying. Get paid first.
Well, how would you go to like a wedding or a funeral? Like, I mean, you should be mature enough to know how to dress appropriately. I feel no matter what
Some
you're
people are younger though. You know, they're new and they're just if you're
Most
just
people
starting
are
college.
idiots, basically.
I mean, I've seen people wear like jeans and things I would never to like a wedding or something like that. But I mean,
Wedding,
that's
no,
that's a matter of maturity, not even sexuality.
I think it's a valid question though for somebody that's maybe
for sure
on the younger end, fresh out of college, never
they don't know.
They've
Right,
never gone
right.
on interviews, so and they may not have been taught these things, so it's a valid question.
But I do think too that having your own style in a professional way, like you cannot look like everybody else in the suit and the tie and the straight outfit that everybody else wears and still have style and know who you are, and that's going to be more attractive to an employer than just wearing baggy pants or whatever. Like I know some people that are in the corporate world that are dressed fly, like they look really good, they have their own style, they look good, but they know how to professionally dress the way they. So if you want to be butch, then dress professionally butch. If you want to be femme, then dress professionally femme. But there's like professional and not.
Okay, so we hope none of you guys are out there wearing baggy suits. That is it. Don't wear baggy suits to your interview, okay?
No khakis.
All right, so we have a follower who asked us a question maybe in season 2, and she asked us where to network with lesbians, and we told her like the club. I think we were drunk. So she said we did not really address her issue. She said, "Where do you meet
follow-up questions?" I'm sorry. Address her question.
She said we did not address her question.
That's that question.
Solve that problem.
Then we owe her another chance.
Right. So she said, where do you meet lesbians who are about something? All of my friends are partying. I'm not trying to party. I'm trying to network. Where do you meet those types of people?
At my barbershop, 359 North Fairfax.
That's true. All our clients are gay.
They are not all gay. I've been there on a very straight day.
But she said network. She didn't say find gay friends. She said network.
You look for love.
She wants to network with other like gay people
Still sold clothing right here.
Who are like
business minded.
Yeah.
So Savannah, where would you network to find business minded lesbians?
I go to my friends, and usually my friend has a friend that's into something, and then that friend has a friend that's into something. You just have to be open-minded and talk to people and find people that are into what you're into. Because everyone has an interest, and you might not be on the same page as people. There are people out there that you can find. Just, you have to wean through them.
Aisha, just at your shop.
Trader Joe's. The hummus aisle. Are you getting the red pepper spice? Hi, I'm Aisha.
Brandy, where would you go to network with lesbians who are about something?
There are none. No.
There are no lesbians about shit.
I'm kidding. You guys can look all of us up on Instagram. You can find us.
That's good though. You can.
Hang out at a college. Find college graduates, like people that are professionals. Go hang out in Century City and Beverly Hills and just walk around downtown LA. People that got on business suits and they look like dykes and just hit on them.
No, not in California. Not everybody's from California.
I'm just kidding. I would just say like try to surround yourself with educated people that have potential to be, doing things professionally in whatever area it may be. Don't hang out with losers and expect to be, in a winning situation. That's just life. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Good point. No losers. Azure?
I agree.
She agrees.
Love will find you.
There are websites that you can go on to.
Business will find you too. Whatever you will to yourself, you know what I'm saying, in the universe, it's gonna come to you. Period. So
we live in a mental dimension.
I agree.
That's the first step. Asking the question. Okay, I want to network with some professional lesbians, people that are about something that are like me. It's gonna come to you. Just keep your eyes open.
Azure?
This is like for dating, like professional people or just lesbians?
Professional lesbians. Like, where do you go to networking events that aren't just about clubbing and getting drunk and partying?
Then you don't go to the clubs or the drunk.
You go to fucking lectures and shit.
You go to places where people who actually don't just drink and smoke and party, people who actually are professionals, you network with them in their own places. So lectures, art events,
The library.
I don't know if you're going to the library.
I'm going to the library.
I don't know, like
People still read.
I'm not going to the library.
I don't see you at the library, Savannah.
You ask your cool straight friends.
You talking about the library bar?
Gay girls that are actually moving it. Like
Yeah,
I think when you want something in your life, you attract it.
Well,
So
you're
you
not a
want-
town,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
so how'd that happen? How'd you link up with all of us professional lesbians?
Okay, so they were saying don't go to clubs in order to find professional people. I met a Jordan down the shore, so it is what it is.
Hey, that wasn't a club.
But that was a different.
But I did not meet her at a club. I met
But you
her
gotta have money to go there.
No, but
you gotta get that job first. You
Shit
got money.
together to take that vacation.
well, we met through a
point, you should.
professional friend, a friend who throws events and professional lesbian events, and that's how we met. We wouldn't have met had we not been both two more professional people in like a different situation. So if you want to manifest professional, like well-educated or well-educated in life, not just well-educated, but well-educated in life, then you have to put that out there. You have to stop hanging out with your friend that only wants to go to the bar on Fridays. You have to hang out with the people that are doing something, the people that are getting their shit done and aren't just drinking all the time, like people that run their own business or
Cheers to that.
You hang out with people that you want to do what you want to do.
Alright,
Cheers.
so Jessica,
get out and meet people.
so Jessica, how do you meet professional people in the lesbian community?
I mean, I do think you have to be what it is you want to attract. So, like, you have to be on that level, like, and I think you will naturally attract. I mean, I don't think that there's like a place. I think when you're younger and what you're into is partying, so that's where you go and that's where you meet people. Then you're meeting people on that level, and generally it doesn't work because as you grow out of that, like, you're not on that level anymore. I'm 35. So I don't really go to a place, but I think I attract like just people that are on my level, whatever it is, if it's creativity or spirituality, and I go to those events that are like more artistic, creative, spiritual, then I'm gonna meet like-minded straight people and gay people on that same level.
Exactly.
Stoney?
Yeah. I agree with what everyone said. You know, it is about energy and what you attract, what you're looking for. Also, though, as a business owner, I do, I want to meet like-minded individuals. So if you want something more tangible, I would say go to like the LGBTQ center. Start there because there's tons and tons of people that are into everything. Like and it also depends on what you're into. So go there, start there, mingle, see what's up, get some pamphlets or whatever. You can come here to our store.
Shameless
Yeah,
4751 West Washington.
what was that? 4751 West Washington Boulevard, Stuzo Clothing. We're about a lot, so you can come with that. And just like, I say between those two is a good place to start,
Stacey?
I think once you meet one person who's professional, it just kind of opens you up for, meeting other people. And a lot of people are into, social media, so there are a lot of groups out there. If you're into meetup groups, there are people of different interests that you can just, check out and see how it works out. People who go hiking, play tennis or, whatever it is.
Just get out and do different. Get out and do different. Go to spoken words, go to anything creative. And when you meet one person there, they know 5 other people that are influencing something else, and it ricochets from there.
I agree. Like, I definitely believe in, you attract what you're putting out there. Like, my partnership with Stuzo. I was out there on social media, like, I'm doing this. I do the LEZ Factor. This is my web series. They hit me up. Like, we want to partner. We'll do this. You do that. And I'm like, that's what I'm talking about, So it's like, you have to be out there, putting out there what it is you want to do. So if you're out there saying, I'm doing a business, somebody who's trying to do a like-minded business or something that can partner with you, they will come to you. You know what I mean? So it's like, you meet people through people. If you know somebody who's doing something, they're going to know other people who are doing something because they're not trying to waste their time with people who are sitting at home smoking weed all day. And I see a lot of y'all. I'm on Instagram liking y'all photos all day. Y'all aren't about shit because y'all are smoking weed 24/7, 365.
But nothing's wrong with smoking a
Nothing's wrong with it, but it should not be it should not be 300 of your 301 photos. That's what I'm saying. Because then your employer's looking at that going, I'm not hiring her. The bitch is high. She can't do shit. You know what I mean? So it's like you have to be around people who are doing things. So like she said, I met her at a party of somebody who was a promoter. I met her, she does business. I met them, they own a business. You manifest, you draw to you what you're putting out there. So I've always drawn to me people who are doing something, and those people will push you to do something. Right. So it's like I'm trying to do something, and somebody says, "Aaron, you know what? We're gonna do this," and I'm like, "Fuck, I I'm doing that too. Let's all do it together. You need to find people who are going to push you to be a better you than you are, not people who will keep you where you are. Right. So if they're pushing you, they're good. If they're telling you, no, don't do that. Come stay with me and just smoke at home and have some drinks. Don't do that.
Those are rookie haters.
Only if they know you're off.
They don't want you to do better than them. Do better. Just do better. So this episode is all about work and family. So somebody asked us, how do you feel about PDA in front of your family? My answer is just say no. But Jessica, PDA in front of the family, what are your thoughts?
I mean, there's levels. I don't have a problem with PDA in front of my family at all.
No?
I mean, I'm not going to like grab ass in front of my mom, but I don't think there's a problem with like putting my arm around somebody or showing affection.
Spread it. Yeah.
Stony?
I'm all for it. I'm all for PDA.
Yes.
If your family?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is love. This is not.
Damn it.
Yeah. Look, I'm for PDA anywhere. If never hide your love in front of your family. Don't slob them down. Don't grope them. No groping, no slobbing, no none of that. That obviously is like kind of like uncomfortable anywhere you are to be really, unless you're in a club. But
If you're family, then I think they're cool with it.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? But no, I'm all for it. I never, unless if that's how you are and you feel uncomfortable doing that, then yes. But then I'm not for it. But don't hide your love. Just show it. Kiss them. Get into it. So.
Okay, kiss them. Don't get into them. Don't get into them. That's bad.
Yeah.
Stacey?
I'd say that I've never really been that big on it. If anything, I keep it at a very low minimum. Because while some people may tolerate you or they may understand, you don't know their comfort level. So you have to be respectful to that.
Why?
Because
She's
you don't like
polite.
being respectful to people?
But
What if they at your house?
It doesn't matter. I mean, I'm not really that overly affectionate in public anyway.
Okay.
Not because I have any kind of like hang-ups or anything. It's just not really naturally me. But again, you never really know somebody's comfort level, so you don't want to put them in some kind of uncomfortable situation where, somebody might make some, smart comment, or they might get up and leave, and then it's just really awkward for everybody.
if they leave, then the awkward.
Yeah, too many fucks are being given for this imaginary person. Like,
This is your family.
why do we care what the fuck they feel? Like,
Extended family.
I'm really uncomfortable at the level of fucks that we're giving here. This is
Like my grandma's different than like my mom and my brother.
fuck. You're like,
You know what I mean? Like no, like my grandma no, but like my mother and my brothers, yes, absolutely.
But wait, can I pose a question? Because I'm Panamanian and I know that like it's just not a thing to do. Yeah, and
I'm
my
Belizean,
culture.
so I guess maybe,
that's why I'm
yeah.
asking you. Is it because does
Culture.
that have
I don't-
something?
That could be cultural.
Yeah.
I don't really know if it's really a cultural thing, but it could be. I have to explore that.
That was an honest answer.
Yeah.
I think that.
You got a lot of family support though, like even for
No, I mean,
Belizean.
everybody's okay with it.
Yeah.
But I still don't really know their deep feelings about it because we've never just talked about it. You see it and there it is, but I never really came out and just told you like, hey, this is me, and you've seen that movie, you know how it goes.
Yeah, I've stepped over her family boundaries. I literally invited one of her family members to help us with the show, and then I thought about it later, like, oh damn.
That might be a little too much.
I was like, I didn't even think about it because I just figured it's out there. I figured they know. I don't know. I apologize for that. Savannah,
What was the question?
PDA in front of your family.
Oh no. I'm not.
No.
See, what's crazy is that I'm an exhibitionist. I love doing public shit, but in front of your family, don't overdo it. It's just a respect thing. That's a guy, girl. It's not even a gay issue. It's just there's a certain level of respect you have with your parents. They don't need to see all what you're doing at home privately. It's just too much. A little kiss, a hug, and all that. Love is great. Just don't cross the
So
line.
show love but not lust.
There you go. Get it tatted.
Aisha?
Yeah, I agree with. Yeah, Stoney, Savannah. Like you gotta be affectionate. You gotta, especially if you're in my house. It's a wrap. Like I'm definitely not gonna be fingering my girlfriend in the corner. It's like you're in my house. Damn it! Like please show me the door. Then. But I mean, like just your basic. Yeah, of course.
Brandy?
You're a mess. Oh my gosh.
For me, it's pretty much a no. Like my family tolerates it. but they not really for it. You know, I come from a really Christian background, so, you know, I could bring my girl around, but God forbid we be doing anything, looking too close, sitting too close, anything. It's like, oh, y'all was kissing, but we wasn't, you know. But so, you know, I've always been on eggshells about that around my immediate family, as far as my elders, like cousins and shit like that, that's younger than me or my age.
Right.
I don't care, but the elders in my family that I know they're very traditional and they just not with it at all. They love me, so they accept it and accept who I'm with. Then, you know, but nah, never been a thing for me. Like, I ain't want to. We can't even sit too close.
It's not even often I hear no's from you. I'm so like, oh, damn, can't sit too close.
Hey,
Azure?
Well, I have to agree with respect. I mean, whether you're with a guy or a girl, whatever you like, you have to respect whoever you're with. I mean, their family or your family. I've been in this position several times. Part of my family doesn't really approve of my lifestyle, but in order to facilitate them being more accepting, I have to respect where they're at. So
Exactly.
when I'm with my partner, with my father, I don't make out with her. We're very respectful of his space to try and, I understand why he feels the way he does, and even though I don't agree with him, I still have to be respectful of his space. So, and even if you're in my house, if it was a family member in my house, I probably might be more affectionate, like hand on the back or something like that. But if I know that someone's family is not comfortable with me kissing her in front of them, then I feel more comfortable respecting their comfort level and warming them up to being more comfortable than trying to force feed it down their throat.
yeah, keep the peace.
Yeah.
Keep the peace.
I don't know.
All some problems.
You have to pick and choose your battles. And
Yeah, pick
sometimes
your
it's
battles.
just
Yeah,
like-
it's
I
one
don't
of those
know.
things.
I'm a little conflicted on it. I was raised by my grandmother, and my grandma's had gay friends since before I was born. So there's been gay people around since I can remember, you know. And then, you know, my mom had a girlfriend, so
No way.
very, very much way. I didn't know.
Shit.
I lived with my grandma. I didn't even know. I saw her. Like, I knew the girl was gay, but I didn't think my mom was gay. So it was like,
That's your auntie?
right. So I was a little confused. I was just
That's a
like,
little
you
weird,
know. So for me, it's weird though because my grandmother, when I'm around her, she supports everything. I mean, my grandma has watched the LEZ Factor. She's posted it on her page on
that's
Facebook.
what's up.
I be like, Grandma, all your 70-year-old friends are gonna be looking at the LEZ Factor. You know what I mean? When I used to do stand-up comedy, my grandma would be in the front row. I'm talking about strapping chicks. My grandma's up there, both of my granddaughters in the comedy contest. You know what I mean? I'm like, why are you laughing at that?
Right.
But then, you know, one day my mom was like, oh, you and your girlfriend were a little too affectionate. It made me uncomfortable. And I'm just simply like, you being gay made me uncomfortable. You know, I came out to you, came out to me. I was very uncomfortable. You know, so it's a balance. But I mean, as far as like extended family, like one of my cousins, she has a friend that always liked me from when we were kids. And she was like, yeah, she likes you, but I fucked her first. And like my family, like I feel like, is everybody gay? I don't know how I feel about this. Like, can I be the only gay? I can have nothing to myself. Not even gay, like nothing. So like, as far as PDA, I'm okay with it. I mean, I'm not trying to like tongue a girl down or anything in front of anybody. But if I happen to, like, if we having a kiss or something, I'm not really thinking about it because it's like instinctual. But I'm not like trying to slobber down the corner. But if I kiss her in front of family, I'm okay with that. You know, my grandma took me to an Easter with drag queens, and I was just like, I was 16, like, why are these men in dresses? Like, I didn't understand then, you know what I mean? Like, my family just is different. So, I mean, but I'm also blessed in that way that I don't really have any issues. Like, I came out to my mom, she came out to me. I came out to my grandma, she said, I kind of thought that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
If moms is with the business, then why was she tripping off you, like, kissing your girl?
I don't know. Like, that's why it was weird to me. My thing was if...
Or maybe just because you her baby. We never grown to our parents.
Well, maybe, is she still gay?
Is she tripping?
I don't think that she would date a woman. Like, if a woman was really...
Well, I'm saying maybe it made her feel uncomfortable.
But you said this when you was little.
I want... Not that kind of...
You know,
thing.
You say still like she's like,
Maybe
it's just
it's
poof,
still
she's
thinking
not
maybe
gay
it's a
anymore.
representation of who she really is. I mean, I'm not trying to...
No, I don't think so. I think if you
But
can
was
buy
that
her lots of
a
Chanel,
period?
she's with you. If you can't, she's not. That's what that is.
Period of time in her life.
They were together like 5 years. Her and the girl. And I'm still friends with her ex on my Facebook. Her ex hits me. I'm like, hey, take your mom to the I'd be like, I need y'all to link up on your own. Like, this is weird, you know. But I mean,
so your mama gold digger.
No, she just, if you're going to be with her, she wants to not have to pay for the things that she pays for but while you're not with her.
She wants somebody who's
Like,
doing
she
like
pays for it on her
better.
own now. I took her to an auction yesterday. She's like, I'm buying all this Chanel shit. I'm like, damn it. Anyway, but I mean,
Shout out to moms.
shout out to moms.
We're gonna have you on the show.
But I'm not trying to tell anybody down. But I mean, I'm definitely gonna be comfortable with my girlfriend around my family, just because my family is way too comfortable with me. Way too comfortable. We have a follower. She wanted to be anonymous. She said that her family disowned her when she came out as gay, and she said, do you ever wish that you hadn't come out? Because I wish that I hadn't came out.
Oh,
Jessica?
No, I had a really good experience. I don't have one friend or family member who had a problem with it really at all. But I had one friend who was straight that was like, I had sex with a girl when we were like 18. And I was like, what? That was before I did. I was like, how are you gonna? I'm like drinking, like taking shots to be able to tell her. And she's like, yeah, I already fucked a girl. And I was like, damn.
Yeah, already beat you to the punch.
I think that's sad, I gotta say. But I definitely don't wish that, I had a brain fart for a minute, excuse me. I definitely don't wish that I didn't come out, because I never really came out, honestly. It was just like a question asked, and I was like, yeah, this is who I am. But, and I understand it gets tough, but, it's just a rough patch. Not everybody accepts it, right away and well. So just stick through it, because this is who you are. It's not going to change, It's going to be harder to suppress this feeling and suppress who you are, And the easiest thing is to be who you are, So just stick with it, and it'll be cool.
I hope it's better than cool.
Oh no, it'll be cool is good.
Meanwhile, she's at the shelter.
You can come here if you want. No, I'm saying we will. There's
But you're gonna be all right. Here's some oranges.
Come on.
Here's a
Don't
loaf.
say that.
Here's some oranges, a loaf of bread. You hang in there.
Yes, this is Oliver Twist.
Right? You hang in there, chap. I'll see you in a month.
She'll be on my couch
For 5 minutes.
You be all right.
You'll be fine.
Nah,
Same
you
as Sony. I never really had a process. I guess there was really no need to. They just observed, and it's just what it was. Nobody really had a conversation about it. I think everybody was pretty much open. The only person I would say I actually told would be my uncle, because he's white and he's not exposed to certain lifestyles and to certain things. So, I just kind of just casually told him, and he was like, okay, what, you want a cookie for that? Literally. It was no big deal. Yeah, it was no big deal. So,
he's awesome.
Yeah, I know.
Simone?
I just want to start by saying I'm so sorry that you had that experience. That's horrible. I luckily don't have that experience. Even when I talked to my mom about it, I was like, so I have something to tell you. She's like, I already know. And I'm like, well, what is it? She's like, you like girls, don't you? I'm like, yeah, I do like girls. So I wouldn't go back. I have a family that's really open about that. My aunt that's gay, and she's that's super, so she be whooping dudes up. So I've had a great experience with that.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, that's it.
No, great experience. Definitely don't regret it, even if it's hard. Everything is transitory. It'll change. They'll get used to it, and if they don't, that's just life. It's just what the cards you've been dealt. But you'll be okay. Just stick through it.
Can I just piggyback off that for a second? Just take care of yourself, but still have patience for your family. It's a lot for them to have to comprehend and understand, but definitely take care of yourself in the meantime.
Yeah, and I can kind of relate to that, because I had a 50-50 come out. One was great, one was bad. One parent was good, one parent was bad.
Well, shit. I mean, can we use that's it? Let's hear the bad time.
Why not the good time?
Because that's not what she.
bad. So how did the bad?
My dad is a ex-nationalist, real alpha type, and I told him, and it was on Christmas, and I got kicked out on Christmas night.
Okay. So what'd you do that night?
Cussed him out.
Where'd you go though?
Where'd I go?
You lived to see the last.
Yeah. We had a big argument. It was a big argument. It was a big blowout. And you live to fight another day. Everything went radio silence for a while, And then, you get a letter in the mail because they miss you,
Right.
and your parents, hopefully they're loving and they love you. They'll get over it, because they're going to miss you, if you're not around, but you got to live your life and you got to be steadfast because what else you going to do? You're going to not come out and, be depressed your whole life. Life is short and long all in one. So, just, you'll be okay. Just stay focused, move forward.
Brandy?
And love them still. That love the ignorant in them, and they'll come around.
I try not to laugh.
Something like that, love the bad.
Yeah,
Bad.
Yeah, that shit.
Ignorant and all of it.
definitely. Both my parents kind of took it kind of hard. Mom started crying. Dad had to go pour himself a drink and act like he was having a heart attack. So I felt really guilty. And like I said, I come from a really strict Pentecostal Christian background. So, still, 15 years later, it's still some relatives are like, well, I'm still praying for you.
Right.
And I know I know what they mean behind that. It's not that they are praying for me just to be
A happy person.
They're praying that I change. You know what I mean? So I've never been to the extent of this being disowned. So I can't fully relate to that, and I don't mean to, make light of that situation at all. I really hope that you're, safe and sound somewhere, and you find some extended family that can maybe shelter you during this time until your family, comes around, because they will, and I've been to the point where my family backed me into a corner to the point of tears, but then, maybe 2 years after that, they may have tried the same thing, and I'm like, no, then guess what? If you don't like it, I'm out. And, catch me on the rebound, find me wherever you catch me, where you find me, you see me when you see me. And like she said, you'll get a letter in the mail, you're going to get a phone call, and we miss you, and okay, everybody, they're going to come around. So, just stay strong, be who you are, and just try to stay safe and, off the streets as much as possible so that you don't find yourself in no dangerous situations.
And under predicament.
Right, under some shelter, with some people that you can trust and that do accept you for who you are,
Is yours?
Well, I had the same 50-50. My mom was like super excited and like she thought it was great, but I think she didn't get to live her truth through a lot of her life, and so she saw me living my truth, and that was really exciting for her. Half of my friends and the other part of my family was not the same, but the way that they know me, I'm the type of person either you accept me or you don't, and just because you're my family doesn't mean that I have friends, I have people who do love me, so I don't, but I'm not in the position of other people. If they were really close with their family and then their family turned them away, I would be devastated, so I can't even compare it, but I think you just you live your truth, you keep going with how you're going. I was raised the same way, Pentecostal Christian, so I wasn't raised in a way that's okay. I marched in anti-gay, anti-abortion parades when I was little with white crosses, and it was that was how I was raised. But I always saw like groups of lesbians or things, and was like, I felt more, I related more to this more open lifestyle. So I'm living my truth, and if that doesn't fit with other people, then that's their thing. But you just live your truth, and eventually your family will come around. The ones that don't,
fuck them.
they have to deal with it.
Right. Let's get him.
They have to live with that. They have to die knowing that that happened. And then when they die and they go to that other place, I truly believe that they'll really regret the decisions that they made. So that's just my opinion.
I think for me, like I said earlier, my grandmother raised me, so my mom wasn't really in my life 100%. Like if you could date somebody for 5 years and I not even know because I don't live with you, you know what I mean?
Right.
So, I find that as a time to build your, your chosen family. A lot of gay people have, their gay family, like people who have been there for them, who are there for them no matter where they go. My best friend in high school, when I told her at 17, she was like, her only reaction wasn't upset. She was just kind of like, who am I going to go shopping with now? We're not wearing dresses. I was like, no, we're not. We're not wearing dresses anymore. That was her only concern. And to this day, she's the only person who has, anytime I've needed her, she's always there. You have to build on that extended family. Friends can be your family. They can be closer than family. It's like, you can't just count on the people you're born to. There are people who are you're born for and not born to. So it's a different thing, you know. So you just have to find, you know, who's meant for you and to be your life and in your family. So anyway, that wraps up another episode of the LEZ Factor. While everybody's all like, "Oh," but you know, we are, you know, sorry to hear that you're going through that tough time, but you will get past it and you find your chosen family.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you guys joining us again, and thanks for joining us for another episode of the LEZ Factor. Next time.
I'ma keep this A, I keep this shit a million. Must admit we lost the love and feeling. Now you want that old thing back. Adios, bye-bye, bye-bye. Sayonara, arrivederci. Don't ask why, didn't mean to hurt ya.